All right, guys, welcome to Thursday. I'm doing this reading right after I finished my Pathfinders group. You guys are so amazing. And I wanted to explore this divine feminine idea that sort of came up during the session. And I have noticed that there has been a lot of I don't know, shifting in the twin flame community. I said in the session, I'm like, I'm not even sure I'm doing twin flame readings. I feel like I'm doing divine feminine readings. So let's do that now. Yesterday's morning message, I do believe, had a lot of this kind of languaging or kind of information for divine feminine. So if you missed yesterday's, check out June 18th daily tarot read that I post at 7 a.m. Eastern time every Monday through Friday. So let's see what wants to come through today. If necessary, later today, I'll be posting Thursday, I'll be posting a twin flame reading. Just see where it goes. Okay. All right. The hero of your cosmic journey. That's the Ace of Swords there. Underneath. My favorite card. 3-2-1 jump. I'm born at 3:21 a.m. That's why I love that card. 3-2-1 jump. Right into this reality. There's a new timeline here. And your 111-year-old self. So something is happening here, divine feminine, that you're maybe calling on your ancestors. Some of you are clearing generational karma. And I talked about that on, I think it was on June 18th or June 17th's morning message. So you may want to watch this week. This week has a lot of these same themes. If you're new to the channel, hello. And if you like my kind of content, please drop a like and subscribe if you want to keep getting notifications from the channel. I know that we have a lot of subscribers, but sometimes those subscribers have subscribed way a long time ago don't ever see the channel. So hit the little bell, make sure you get notified, okay? All right. Let's see what's coming through here. Yeah, 2 of Cups, 5 of Wands, the Judgment card, the 7 of Wands, and the Moon. I like this 9 of Pentacles. I'm taking this 9 of Pentacles. Hi, Charlie. I'm gonna really key in here on this love relationship because we are talking about divine feminine, and this is divine feminine energy, this 9 of Pentacles. So I'm getting this sense of like a lot of work has been done a lot around conflict. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Both of these cards are about conflict. And like when I'm in relationship, how do I behave? Now that I've been working on my healing, now that I've become more healed, how do I navigate this twin flame journey? How do I even do that? There's a crossroads coming up here, and new moon in Cancer happening on the 24th, 25th of June. So that's next week. So let's take a look. Knight of Swords. Wow. 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, lots of 8s. What one's missing? The 8 of Swords. Okay. Tower. Wow. Temperance. There's Archangel Michael. Emperor. 9 of Swords. And the Page of Swords. So somebody asked me in Pathfinders about, they were taking some action on some things, and they asked me if there was anything astrologically I could point to that might help them understand why they were all of a sudden taking action. And right away, I pointed to Mars. Mars just moved into Virgo. Now, Mars had been in Leo for about 5-6 weeks, and Mars in Leo is a lot of fiery passion and all of that. But I feel like Mars in Leo, like the energy can get dissipated, right? Like the energy can kind of get scattered. All right, really scattered. This reminds Mars in Virgo, not scattered. Okay, very directed, very purposeful. And I feel like, up until then, we have this energy of the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Wands, like kind of two people going in two different directions. One person wanting to talk, the other person wanting to run away. For divine feminine energy, I'm just seeing you as being very diligent, being very purposeful, very directed in terms of what you're spending your time on, who you want to talk to. I know that there is a new path here because of this Judgment and the Tower that's suddenly showing up. We're actually on the path now. And that path has to do with, real build, like really building our lives, really making something out of it. Divine feminine. I feel like a lot of you have said goodbye to the twin flame journey, or at least like, I'm not waiting around for this. Okay. Some of you, and I know because we've talked, have been like, this person doesn't seem like they're really taking this connection seriously. I'm just going to keep moving. I'm going to keep doing my work. Some of you are really doing amazing things. I'm so honored to be part of this community. So let me ask about the Tower. What is the Tower doing here? Death. Wow. 10 of Swords and 10 of Cups. That's a big shakeup. 3 of Swords. Big shakeup in somebody's life. This can be, I feel like the masculine is getting the rug pulled out from under them. And there's a real desire to reconnect with the feminine. Needing nurturance, needing kindness, needing understanding, needing someone who gets me, kind of a feeling. And, I don't know why it's taken until this time, but I feel like Archangel Michael had a hand in this, that when the divine feminine has walked away, which has happened in the last couple of months, the masculine is now on their heels, right? On their back foot. They don't know what to do. They're not sure. They're missing the connection. It's like oxygen has been taken away from them. All of a sudden, right? What's going on here, Emperor? Hanged Man. Hanged Man, 9 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. And there's the Empress underneath. I am absolutely, look at that. I'll take that. 6 of Swords, High Priestess. Oh my God. I'm going to say to you that the shifting of the poles, I think we're seeing that on the earth. We're seeing it in the solar, the shifting of the poles of the sun. There has been reporting around that this week. We're seeing the shifting of the energies, the shifting of the poles. It is the feminine energy is starting to drive the train. And starting to drive the train for herself, not for anybody else. Just because this is what I want to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And it does have a nurturing energy, but it has a very empowered energy to it. So I feel like that upends the masculine. When the feminine starts to really drive the train, that really upends any plan that the masculine might have. 9 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Chariot, King of Pentacles. Okay. So there's a lot of cards here. And I just want to say that whatever resistance the masculine has put up for you in your own particular situation, whatever kind of resistance has been there, your divine feminine energy is really the one to lean into. The yin energy, the power around the strength card, right? The strength is not about physical strength. It's about emotional strength. It's about nurturance. It's about kindness, generosity. And it's also mama bear. It's like, I am going to do what I am going to do. I need to take care of myself. I need to move forward in my life. I need to not sort of sit around and wait. So I'm definitely getting that. I feel like the Tower is purposefully brought here by Archangel Michael to say, hey, masculine, you can't do this alone. Hey, masculine, you can't do this alone. Now, it doesn't mean that the masculine on their own with a feminine energy internally sort of incorporated into their life can't be on their own. It definitely means that it can definitely mean that the feminine has now incorporated their masculine energy and is on the way. Now you get a choice. Now you're getting a choice. Do you want, because that's what this crossroads is. We're at a crossroads. Do you want to be part of this connection? Awareness, crystal clear vision, healing separation, go within, transformation, battle of the head versus the heart. Oh yeah. Increase your frequency, higher conscious awareness. So lots of awareness here. And I almost get the feeling that the masculine now feels the loss of the feminine. Finally, after a long time, after a lot of runner chaser stuff, the feminine finally dropping the rope and walking away has made a huge difference. And the masculine is totally aware and recognizing the power of the feminine. That's something that I feel like the feminine thinks the masculine kind of does, but this is global too. This is about the masculine seeing the real reason, and not just as a vessel for children or any of that patriarchal stuff. This is much more about expressing one's joy, happiness, life, being in life with your partner, being with somebody who is that person of unconditional love. Page of Swords. Here's the moon. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. A lot has been learned by the masculine right now. There is Archangel Michael again. Temperance. The 8 of Pentacles again. King of Swords. There's a new moon in Cancer coming up. We also have a Jupiter Cazimi right around the same day. So the 24th and 25th of next week. I would look for some kind of reconnection. Especially if you are feminine and you have done what I'm saying here. You have walked away or you have moved into your own power. It has shifted the poles. It has definitely shifted the poles. So what is that going to look like? I feel like some of you are going to get messages, text messages. Some of you are going to have dreams. We talked about astral dreams. We talked about lucid dreaming, or astral projection. We talked about lucid dreaming and just regular garden variety dreams and how that might bring information. I feel like some kind of portal is opening up here between the masculine and the feminine, now balanced. Now balanced. Archangel Michael, I want to hear from you. Here we go. All right, let's hear from Archangel Michael. I get the sense, I get a very strong sense of longing from this masculine. A strong sense of a lot of wasted energy, a lot of wasted time, feeling regret. All right, I'm getting a lot of that from this masculine. Explore your options. That's what the feminine is doing. Write about your thoughts and feelings. You're on the right path. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. So feminine, if you start to backpedal right now because I'm saying this, or because you're feeling this, I wouldn't. I would stand your ground. I feel like this is about rebalancing. This is about a reordering of this connection. And it's in many ways it's purging a lot of the old runner chaser stuff. I think I said to you earlier this year that at some point, and I believe this is going to happen right around Lionsgate, early August. August 8th is Lionsgate, 8/8. I feel like we're going to start, and we have already started getting dribs and drabs, little bits of information around the new twin flame and what that looks like. We have just been through years of this runner chaser stuff and all kinds of reconnections that bounce off, all kinds of third parties, all kinds of that stuff. I feel like we're stepping into a new chapter. All right. So I'm going to see where this goes. I want to look at what we don't see coming. I want to get some guidance from spirit, and we'll see how this plays out. But it feels to me like around the new moon, the masculine relents and finally reaches out. Whether the feminine, I feel like the feminine is going to connect, but let's see. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. Divine Feminine, I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.